have a feeling this is going to be a consistent thing that we come back here and do.
That would be kind of boring, wouldn't it?
I have no idea. Maybe it'll just be like time passes as we run instead of like the same scene over and over again.
Just be a screen that has text on it that says you ran today.
Yeah. I wish I could do that in real life. Be like, all right, I'm gonna go run, and then it just does it. Life just does it for me.
Yeah, like autopilot.
Yeah.
Emmy says, not bad for a first effort, Hasao. Kind of you to say, so he's out of breath. Emmy seems to be, if not out of breath, at least breathing a little more heavily than she was before we started running. Must have been the sprint that did it.
Hey, I've got to get a few sprints in. You should walk around the track to cool down. Then we can stretch out and we'll be all done, okay?
Sounds great. My legs are on fire, my breathing is still heavy, but surprisingly my heart seems to be taking the strain well. Another triumph of medical science, I suppose.
You should put your hands behind your back. It makes it easier to catch your breath.
Behind your head.
I said back, didn't I?
Yeah. I only say that because I only corrected you because that's like a big difference.
Yeah.
Like maybe that will help somebody. I don't know.
that is actually true too. That basically, if you put your hands behind your head, it kind of decompresses your like whole like abdomen and like chest area, opens it all up, so it's easier for you to breathe.
Okay.
When you're slumped and stuff like that, it actually it like compresses everything.
They should have told me that when I was in track and I ran half a mile. I was about ready to collapse. They said the only thing they said to me was, "Don't sit down."
Yeah, I know you're not supposed to sit down. I don't remember why. I'm assuming it has to do with that whole like compressing thing again.
Yeah. Surprisingly, she's right. I begin to stroll around the track, happy to feel my breath coming back to me. Whoa.
Okay, bye.
I don't think you're supposed to dash sideways like that across the track.
I don't know. It might be some form of training. I just realized, how much training does Emmy really need to do to run with her prosthetic legs?
What does she need to do?
Well, I'm just wondering how much the training is helping.
She has to move,
or if she need...
just to move part of her legs.
Yeah.
And her heart still is gonna start pounding.
That's true.
There's a blur as Emmy sprints by me. Watching her run is absolutely fascinating. Not just because she's on prosthetics, though that is interesting. The really interesting thing is the way her face changes. Oh, it's zooming in. Okay. I can only catch a glimpse of it as she runs by, but her eyes seem to come alive with a sort of fierce joy. It's as if there's nothing else in the world but her and the track. By the time I've gotten to the final stretch, Emmy seems to have finished her sprinting. She's breathing heavily now, but she's wearing a satisfied grin on her face. She waves to me cheerily as I near her.
Feeling better, right?
Actually, yes.
Do you want to take another lap around with me? I'm gonna cool down too, you know.
No, I don't. Part of me would rather. I mean, I'm not even running, and I don't want my character to run.
You're worried about his health.
Yeah. Part of me would rather sit down and not move, but something tells me that would be a bad idea. Besides, if I sit down, there may be no getting back up again. Sure, why not? Amy's got her hands behind her head now as well, which makes her seem very relaxed. The positioning of her arms also pulls her shirt up ever so slightly so that I can see a small strip of her belly. I do my best to act like a gentleman and not look, but the contrast of her skin against her. Okay.
So how do you feel, Hasao?
A little pervy.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I think he's more perverted in this route than he was with the Lily or Hanako.
Surprisingly good, actually. I'm sore and tired, but surprisingly good. As soon as I say it, I realize that it's true. Sure, part of me wants to lay down and die, but I feel like I've accomplished something. It's almost like a glow throughout my body that persists despite soreness.
Yeah, that's the runner's high. I've never experienced this.
I don't think I have either. I feel good like after I've rested for a while.
Yeah.
Runner's high?
Yeah, it has something to do with adrenaline. It's not what it has to do with. Well, not entirely.
Emmy thinks for a moment as we walk, trying to remember. The exercise, like, I might be wrong, but it releases endorphins or something.
Correct.
Yeah.
Which means that you can get the same runner's high from doing any kind of strenuous activity, lifting weights, any kind of cardio. It bothers me that it's called runner's high. It should just be called like exercise high or something.
Runner's high sounds better, I suppose.
Yeah.
Especially to runners.
Yeah, to runners.
Then she shrugs and grins at me.
I don't actually remember. It's a good feeling, though, isn't it? Better than sex, right?
I open my mouth to respond shortly before processing what she just said. I say nothing. Amy watches my face for a few minutes before bursting into laughter.
Sorry, I couldn't resist. You're just too easy.
Why did I agree to run with you again? Amy just laughs harder. She takes hold of my forearm and tilts it, allowing her to get a better view of my watch. Her face changes the moment she sees the time.
Oh no, we better get a move on, Hisao. Get your own damn watch, also.
Yeah.
Class is in an hour, and I need to shower.
How would you know if you didn't have me here? I should probably do that as well.
I need to see the nurse, too. Maybe he'll write me a note for being late.
Why do you need to see the nurse? Emma points to her prosthetics. I feel to explain everything.
It's important to check for irritation. You know, from sweat or friction or anything. Normally I only go after practice, but if we're going to be doing these running runs, then I guess I'll see him twice a day. Couldn't you do that yourself?
Yeah. She's trying to help out, I guess.
Yeah. No, I meant like, couldn't she check her? Wouldn't she notice if there was irritation?
Oh. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Wait, so Emmy has only started doing these runs since I showed up? If it's more convenient for you to run with me at a later time.
Don't be silly. I've been meaning to start running in the morning for a while now. But if I didn't have a partner to run with, I'd be less likely to keep up the routine. It's always harder to blow off a commitment if you're going to let someone else down, you know? So it'll be my running partner in the mornings. We both need the exercise, so it all works out, don't you think?
Yeah, perfect. You've gone through this game, the whole game, several times, right?
At least twice.
Okay. And you said it doesn't get too pervy.
Honestly, this is already the perviest I've ever seen it go. This is more pervy than I've ever seen it go.
Okay, good.
I worry because it's an Emmy route, basically is what I'm saying. I've never seen this route. I hope it doesn't get worse than this.
Because I'm gonna say if it gets bad, I may have to stop.
Yeah, I've never seen Emmy's route. The reason that I'm like sitting here going like, wow, that was kind of off the handle, is because like he never did that with the only two routes that I remember going through are Hanako or Lily.
And I don't know what else we would do besides this.
Yeah.
Did it have to be me though? Well, I guess I can't complain too much. Amy's pretty fun to hang out with. And she's right, I do need the exercise, doctor's orders even. Amy waves a quick goodbye to me.
Great, I'm off. Come have lunch with us, okay?
What?
Lunch, the meal in the middle of the day. Come have it with us.
Where?
The rooftop. Rin likes it up there.
I would like it too. When?
Lunchtime. When else? That was a silly question.
I never... Yeah, that was pretty stupid. Look at
Hey,
her
when do we
face.
eat lunch? I don't know. Lunchtime, dumbass.
When do you want to eat lunch? Midnight. Yeah, but I sort of felt the need to ask all three for completeness sake. Amy laughs and grins. I don't think I've ever seen a girl smile so much before.
Not bad, so see ya.
With that, she takes off like a shot for the school building. I guess she's going to see the nurse first. I hurry back to my room and oh man. I worry
Please do be ambushed.
I worry we're gonna run into Kenji naked again. That was very awkward.
If we do, pull out a gun and shoot him. Honestly, if anyone walks in on me in the shower, my first thought is not to yell or talk to him. My first thought is, I'm gonna punch this guy.
I thought you were gonna say my first thought is to pull out a gun and shoot him.
No, not blood. I don't have a shower gun. I'm not Florida, man.
Joe, I'm worried about you. I hurry back to my room and hop in the shower, only to find that the water takes a while to heat up. The shock of the cold water nearly kills me. I manage to warm the water a bit and spend some quality time feeling my muscles loosen. My heart surprisingly feels the least bothered by the run. I suppose that's a good thing, even if it does make me feel a bit like a wuss. I mean, at least I have an excuse beyond I am out of shape if my heart were to bother me. Guess I'll have to keep this running thing up, otherwise I'm sure Emmy won't let me hear the end of it. It's only after I get out and dry myself off that I realize I've only 10 minutes left to put my clothes on and get to class. Crap.
I will say that I was researching this game the first time I played it. I knew that different paths had different themes to it. So I don't remember what Emmy's was, but Lily, a big thing with her theme was about her blindness and like accommodating for that.
Okay.
Another thing was for Hanako, it was the big theme was like basically not judging and being like careful around people because you never know what happened to them. It was kind of like we're all the same, but people have also gone through things, so you need to take stock and be careful.
Certainly.
I have no idea what Emmy's route is like, or Rin's for that matter. Or what's her face? Glasses Whammon.
Glasses Whammon?
Glasses woman. What's her name? Shizune. That's her.
Oh, the deaf girl.
Deaf girl, yeah.
I was trying to remember someone with glasses.
Yeah, I'm assuming something with her route is probably along the lines of like learning sign language and dealing with that. But yeah, all of them have a route that has to do with their quote disability.
Okay.
I have a feeling that running is going to be a big part of Emmy's path.
Yeah, it looks like that, huh?
Yep. Other than that, I have no idea what Emmy's path is about. So
good.
We get what we get. If it gets too bad, we can always switch over to a path I've played before.
Okay.
That I know is not as perverted.
Okay.
That's the best I can offer.
Okay. The hands on the clock finally set me free from the tedium of yet another fun-filled class. Getting up from my seat proves to be more of a problem than I anticipated. My legs are killing me from the morning's run. Maybe doing these with Emmy isn't such a hot idea after all. Still, the run's giving me a hell of an appetite. I'm halfway down the hallway to the cafeteria when I remember that I've got my lunch with me. My parents saw fit to provide me with some prepackaged stuff when I moved in, and a good thing too. The hallway is packed with students headed for the cafeteria. Going back is like swimming upstream, but I've got an appointment to keep on the rooftop. It takes a moment to find the staircase leading up to the rooftop, but I'm willing to bet that Emmy and Rin aren't up there by now anyways. In fact, I think I saw Emmy among the bodies in the hallway heading for the cafeteria. I step out of the door to the roof and take a deep breath. Fresh air blowing against my face and body almost makes my leg hurt less.
Maybe if I'm upside down.
I think I'll start it. I'll stop it a little bit early there, because I think I'm guessing we're gonna have a conversation here for a while,
I'm assuming.
and it's a good cliffhanger because we don't know what the hell she's talking about.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you in the next one.
Later.
Bye. Bye.